Hey everybody, Tony George. A little bit of a rant today and a few updates on Major League Baseball and things that are going on in the NFL outside of the Super Bowl. Going to have a small discussion before we get to our free play. Your free play won last night. Briefly today, Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. If you've never been a member, we'll park $60 in your account. Get on board this weekend. Now let's talk about today and this weekend. Today we're passing in college basketball. We won in college basketball last night. We're sticking with the small conferences, small conference totals, small conference sides, and money lines, and we've been doing very well. We revamped what we were doing a little over a week ago, and it has paid huge dividends, and it will continue to tomorrow. Short card today, not interested in forcing a pick. We'll have a big card, 4 to 5 games on Saturday for you. We're spreading around a little bit, lower units, maybe even just one top pick on and everything else 3 units. We're working on it all day Friday. So, NBA, we've had 2 7-unit picks in the last 6 days, and both of them cashed, and we don't do a lot of top picks in the NBA, but I'm cherry picking these out and staying steady, and we got a 6-unit top play. Totals play of the week, the line is 6 to 8 points off the number. It's an overreaction to a heavy trend bet. I've seen this before, over 30 years of doing this, so take it for what it's worth. You want to get paid on twice on payday? Come on. Doc Sports right there. 4-unit PGA head-to-head. Of course, the NHL's in the All-Star break. But looking at a UFC card possibly tomorrow. Chances of me putting out a UFC card with a 6-unit top play on it and maybe one other fight, chances are about 75-80% I'm going to have one up. Check the website in the morning. All right. Quickly, Major League Baseball. Okay, you got billionaires arguing with millionaires, stepping over dollars to pick up pennies, fighting over crumbs. Basically what the bottom line is, spring training is not going to start on time. The season's probably not going to start on time. The people that suffer are the fans, and a large majority of Major League Baseball's fan base, including their TV ratings, are sports bettors. And we're all going to suffer, including the day-to-day regular average Joe Square fan. Okay. What this does is going to affect how you're going to handicap these games out of the gate. It's not a level playing field now. You're going to end up like it was 2 years ago with starters going 2 or 3 innings. They're yanking them. It's going to be a nightmare out of the gate at least. So that's what we have to look forward to. Thank you, Major League Baseball. In the NFL, just quickly, outside the Super Bowl, well, let's talk about the good stuff in the NFL. Next week, you're not going to find this anywhere else on the internet. Scott Spreitzer and I are going to sit down with the sportsbook manager of Stations Casinos Red Rock in a round table and go over for 30, 45 minutes Super Bowl prop bets. 3 guys sitting around a table with the sheets informally. Why'd you set this line here? What do you think about this? What we think about these prop bets? Back, forth, and the other. That's something special. Something you're not going to see from the majority of firms out there that do what we do for a living. That's how good of a reputation Doc Sports has. That you can go into a casino, sports book, and sit down with a manager and pick their brain live on camera and give out talk about prop bets and put some out for you. Be a lot of fun. The 8 and 8 next week will be taped on Wednesday. Now, next Friday, I'm going to have a live chat right here on this channel about 10 in the morning Pacific. You can tell me what your prop bets are. We'll bounce them off each other for an hour live chat. When it comes to the NFL, very quickly, what's disturbing about this Brian Flores thing, and I don't get into politics, I don't care about white noise. I don't care if Adam Schefter goes, hey, Tom Brady's retiring. No, I'm not retiring. 3 days later, I'm retiring. All the drama, press always looking for a story, beating a dead horse, sports media. I don't care. I don't care. If it doesn't affect the point spread, all I'm cared about is point spread news. That's all I care about. I don't care about white noise, feel-good stories. Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend spraying champagne over everybody. Everybody hates Britney now, and who cares? My wife follows that stuff. I don't. I could care less. I just want to know what's going on right here, right now. But for the NFL, being a radio show host for 20 years on national radio, for 8 on Sirius, Yahoo Sports Radio, SB Nation with my own show. Syndicated my own show back in the 90s and early 2000s. On Armed Forces Radio for 14 years. You should see the letters I got from compliance departments about things you can't say in the about the NFL. Lock, bet, all the different words you can't say because their legal department would come down on the networks. Now they embrace gambling. I quit doing radio in 2018. Now they embrace gambling. And they're showing lines on TV. They're picking them against the spread. Poorly, I might add, because TV analysts don't know a damn thing about sports betting. But what is concerning for all those years, they just kept saying the integrity of the game, the integrity of the game, the integrity of the game. When you read something, an allegation that Brian Flores threw out about Stephen Ross that owns the Miami Dolphins, telling him to tank games to get higher draft picks and give you $100,000 a game to tank it, that's an allegation. It's not a proven fact. But if in fact that is true, the integrity of the game, you're worried about sports bettors? Nobody wants a more level playing field than a sports book and a sports bettor. Nobody. Sports books are the watchdog of the industry in terms of what's going on in the NFL and their integrity. Believe it or not, ironically, that's the way it works. But if that's true, a little pissed off about betting the Dolphins, aren't you? When they were tanking games, if they were. He said he didn't tank them, but he had 2 winning years and they fired him. Because why? He wouldn't tank? So just to the NFL, look yourself in the mirror when you're talking about integrity. Because again, nobody wants a more level playing field than you and me. And the sports books. My buddy Chuck Esposito over at Red Rock. Jay Cornegay down at the Westgate, friend of mine. Mike Palm, Derek Stevens down in Circa. They want a level playing field, for their end and for their customers' end. It's a bunch of bullcrap, you ask me, if in fact it's true. Wow. All right, quick free play here. All the talk's over with. Tonight, take Akron on the first half line, -4.5 over Miami of Ohio. They're laying 7 for the game. I'm not interested in that. First half, Akron's averaging 35 points a game. Miami of Ohio has lost their offense. They're averaging 25 points in the first half of their basketball games, their last 5. Akron, 35. And by the way, Miami of Ohio, they're allowing 82 points a game their last 5. Good luck on the road. Give me Akron on the first half line. Back at you on Saturday.